We're back. This is part two of our e-commerce instructions. So we just, in part one, as you can see here with the apron, successfully added the PayPal button to our store item. And now we're going to talk about store items that have multiple prices, because the button that was made in PayPal, I assume you made that, for water bottles is wrong. So first let me show you why it doesn't work. See how I've selected the two. And when I look at my thing here, it says 1 for 21. And then even if I update my quantity to 2 in my checkout, it doesn't know anything about your reduced volume related price. It says 42. So since we're doing all these instructional libraries and stuff, I figured I'll just show you how to make that button correctly, because you have a couple of products with multiple pricing options. So the actual putting of the button in Kentico is fine, but the making of the button needs to be done differently. So I'm just going to navigate back here to your button list, which may take me a second. So looking for the water bottle. And just so you know, in case you're following along, I do this wrong a couple times before I do it right, because there are multiple ways to make mistakes. But first thing to look at here is that little link there that my cursor's on that asks if you have multiple prices. And then it has these instructions here. And it's telling you where you need to go to do that. Because otherwise, I mean, if you write a price into a label field like you were doing, it doesn't know that that's money. So you delete here, and then you check the add drop-down menu with the price, and then I create my options. It's still not doing it a quantity at a time. It's not automating the discounts, so it's important that you add in the ones that you're going to need. So for in this case, one water bottle we know is the 21. And so then the next thing is 2 of them for the 34. And again, it doesn't know that you're talking about 2 items of inventory. So it might make sense to go ahead and do 3 as well at the 17 apiece, because I assume if someone gets 3 or 2, it's still 17 each. You can delete this option if you want, but I'm just going to put it in here for instructional purposes. And then I guess if someone wanted 4, they'd add the 2 1 twice. But at least this way, they're not calling you about how they get their discount on 3. So there you go. I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to get my code and paste it. But I can't, because it's going to yell at me. I've already not done something that it wants. It says that I don't have a menu name. Huh. Oh, whoops. Yes, the name of the drop down. I did forget to do that. Put quantity, but maybe please select quantity? That seems friendly. Okay, save. Alright, now this is gonna save, right? Do what I say. Save changes. Do it. And it's barking at me again. Oh, track inventory. Oh, track profit and losses, huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna uncheck that. If you decide that's something that you need, well, we'll visit that. But I kind of have a distinct impression that you're not actually using that. So, yeah, we're not gonna do this. I don't see how you would even do it, considering the fact that it is a price based on quantity and you're not tracking inventory. So, yeah, it likes my button. So, same as before, select code, go over to Kentico, go to that PayPal API field inside of the product that I want, which in this case is drinkware water bottle. Go down there, put my cursor in there. Oop, look, I gotta delete my old one. The one that didn't work. Hit my source code button. I'm just gonna select all that and hit delete. Control V to paste what I had copied. Now I'm gonna hit source so that I can see my pretty button. Whoop, and save. Yay. This is looking better already. I'll just wait here. So I saved it, and now I'm gonna go check what happens when I refresh my page and look at the button now. Let's see, what do I got? I have a button that looks wrong. Why does it have 2 drop downs? Clearly I have failed to do something. Oh, I know. I didn't uncheck the other option that I was using before that wasn't rendering properly or ringing out properly. So I have to go back and edit the button and get rid of that. Otherwise, it keeps them both. And we don't want that. So, edit. And wait. Really should come up with some jokes, you know, while I'm waiting to narrate stuff that hasn't come yet. And this is when my internet died. And I believe I yelled curse you and then I paused it. And now it's fixed. Woohoo! So, as you can see, my old way and my new way are both selected. And obviously, I don't need the old way. Oh, and now look, it even demoed it. So I looked at the demo and saw that, didn't even register. I bet I could get rid of those text fields too. That would be awesome. I don't think that we had the option to get rid of that on them before. So that's cool. Good for PayPal for updating their interface. Wonder what else I can do. Oh, look. So what this says, and we're not going to do it right now, is if you didn't want that yellow button that says add to cart, you could, you know, in Photoshop or Illustrator, make your own. That's like, you know, add to my picture package or something and replace your buttons with that. So another time, but that is what that's for, which is cool. Save changes. And now I'm gonna select and copy just like I did before. Go back to where I put that button that wasn't actually correct. Delete. Hit my source code, select the wrong stuff, delete it, paste the correct stuff, hit source again so I can see my pretty button, and hit save. Now I'm going to go over to my other browser that I have open so that I can double check that this is all good. So need to refresh the page again. So Control F5. And then I'm going to scroll on down. As soon as it loads. There we go. And hey, look at that. I definitely need to put some spacing rules in there, but you don't need to worry about that. So let's test out this ordering 3 of them thing. And add that to my cart, and look, that is, bam, there it is, correct. I've got my quantity 1 of the 3-pack. And excellent. So that is multiple pricing. And PayPal buttons, how you put in PayPal buttons, how you expire stuff. So that's what we've covered in our first 2 parts.